Hi, beautiful souls. It's the Anointed Mouthpiece, and I want to talk to you some more today about the attack on families. The last few videos that I've done have highlighted the spiritual attack that is on families as a result of the enmity placed between the offspring of the woman and the offspring of the serpent, as outlined in Genesis chapter 3. After that, I've also shared how God's original design for families, as described in Genesis chapters 1 and 2, details how how woman came from a man, how a man is to leave his mom and his dad, his home, and to cleave to his wife. They are to become one flesh and be fruitful and multiply. And then most recently in the third video, I've shared how the effects of this spiritual attack on families and living outside of God's original design and plan for families affects our children through adverse childhood experiences. Right now, I'd like to discuss a little bit of the economic impact that this discord and dissension and spiritual disunity has on our families. This isn't just something that's relegated to our homes, right? If we're experiencing this spiritual attack on families and it manifests as a result in family separation or mental health issues or domestic violence or substance use disorder, that it doesn't end there. Of course, it impacts our children, it impacts us as adults, but it also impacts our overall economy. In 2024, the US government spent approximately $11 billion on programs specifically designed and dedicated to child welfare services. The funds are used to, quote unquote, protect children, support families, and promote adoption. This raises a red flag or something that we need to make special mention of. If $11 billion of funds are somewhat allocated to the promotion of adoption, we have to take a look at how the systemic injustice perpetuates this spiritual attack on families and keeping families separated. As much as they might say that they advocate for families to be supported and to stay together, in fact, the legislatures and the funding all speak to this notion of separating